guys? So today we're going to be trying out this app for the Quest. It's called Hands Physics Labs. And I had this idea. So in this app, it allows you to practically do all types of physics-based things with your hands. So you can like stack things or whatever. But one of the really interesting features that I saw that it had is the ability to use a digital pen and draw. So I'm going to try that out and just kind of see how it works. But also, too, I had this idea that if I use my pen that I usually use for my Galaxy tab, I'm going to see if I can actually hold on to this while the headset is tracking my hands and see if this could be like a cool method to kind of be a substitute for not actually holding anything. So to actually make it feel a little more realistic, like you're holding something. So I'm going to see if that works. But yeah, I think the technology is getting a lot closer to us actually just being able to have like maybe like a Bluetooth pin that does connect to our headset and it recognizes, instead of us having to use the controls. So I feel like this is just another step to show that we're getting closer to being able to have like a full-on drawing program in VR. Not talking about like the paint ones. I mean something kind of more like Procreate or Infinite Painter or something like that. So anyway, so we're going to jump into VR and we're going to see how it works. So let's check it out. Alrighty guys, so here we are in the Hands Physics Labs. I always feel like I said it backwards, but anyway, whatever. Here we are. So here are my hands, which are pretty cool. So you could change the way your hands look too, but I thought these ones were kind of cool, being able to see the bones and everything. So this is actually tracking my hands right now. I'm not using the controllers at all. But I'm not going to go over like any of the game stuff just because I felt like anyone can kind of go look at a video if they want to see that part. This is more just to focus on the actual possibility of being able to like draw. So there's a lot of other cool things that you can do in here, and maybe I'll make a separate video on that. But for this one, I just want to try to show like, is it possible to like actually, is the technology there to where we could actually just use, without controls, just use our hands to actually draw. So practically, like, I'm thinking like, what if someone made a program for VR that's kind of like, I don't know, like Infinite Painter or Procreate. So that's kind of what this test is, just to kind of see like, are we there yet or do we still have a ways to go. So anyway, so I'm going to open the drawing little menu right here, and again, I'm not using controllers, so as you can see, these are all my fingers, so which is pretty cool. So yeah, so and the tracking is pretty good. So every now and then you'll see that pop up where it says bad tracking, and that's if you do like something really weird and it's really hard for it to read your hands. And it's best to do this with really good lighting. So I actually have really really bright lights in my kitchen, so that's where I'm actually filming this. So you can grab this, you can move this around, which is kind of cool. And it's all physics too, so if I put my hands on here and push this, it will actually start to move. And again, I can look at that. That's how you break a finger. But you can do it that way too, so I can just kind of push, which is really cool. Now with the pen, this is the pen. It feels a little weird because I'm not actually holding anything. I'm just feeling my fingertips being pressed together. But what you can do is you have a few different little brush sizes that you can select here. We have an undo and then just a few simple colors. But we're going to test this out. So I'm going to try once drawing the ArtFace logo without holding the canvas, and then I'm going to do one with holding the canvas, and then I'm going to take my S Pen from my Galaxy tab and I'm going to hold that in my hand as I'm holding the pencil and see how that feels. Okay, so here we go. So here's test number one. So we're just going to try to draw. Actually, here, let's get blue. I think that'll look nice. So let's go. Let's do this. Here we go. Go up, down, and over. Okay, and then we got to do the two little. Okay, not bad, but again, very shaky. It felt a little strange. So I'm gonna let go of that, and then I'm gonna clear that. Now what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna grab the tab, and I'm gonna hold it, and I'm gonna try to draw the same logo. So here we go. So. Okay. This feels really strange. Okay, so definitely not as good holding the tablet, and I mean that's to be expected too. I'm not actually holding anything. I'm just trying to, and I can't even. Fortunately, I can't grab it two hands, but I still think that's really trippy. But yeah, so you know, if you're not actually holding anything, there's nothing for you to actually stabilize other than just the programming that they did to try to make this as stable as possible. Okay, so let's clear that. So now what I'm going to do is I actually have my S Pen. I'm actually holding it in this hand, but what I need to do though is I need to already be grabbing this because I actually have to grab this with my hands. And so I'm holding the S Pen, so I need to slide the S Pen into my fingers. So I'm adjusting it, trying to turn it to a spot that feels comfortable. So now I'm actually holding the S Pen, which it's doing pretty good. It's doing pretty good on tracking it, even though the S Pen technically is blocking this part of my finger and also this part of my hand. So it is blocking some spots, but with the right lighting, which is extremely important, because I actually tried this earlier and the lighting wasn't as good. I wasn't getting as good results. But yeah, with the right lighting, this might actually work. Now I want to see if it's more stable, the fact that I'm actually holding something and trying to draw the ArtFace logo. So let's see. Here we go. Okay, up, down, and over. I feel like this is actually worse. And again, it might be because it's not tracking all of my hand completely. Like there's the little part where the pen is where it's blocking it. So there is that, which is not too bad. Let's try drawing like a happy face or something that's a little more. Oh, we got some spaces right there, but yeah, I don't know. This isn't it's not too good, not too good. But here, let's clear that. I'm gonna put this stylus down, and then we're gonna try this again with just my hand. So let's see. Let's try a happy face again. Oops. Let's see if we can close that in. Yeah, believe it or not, I actually feel like the stylus is kind of making the tracking worse. I don't know. You guys can tell me what you think. Either way, this is very interesting technology. Now, what I can do, I can switch over and grab my controllers, and then we can see if that. Clearly the controllers are going to be they're tracked much better than my hands are. So we'll try drawing the ArtFace logo again, and we'll try drawing the happy face again with the controllers this time, and we'll see how do we fare better with that or not. But either way, I mean, I still think this is pretty cool technology. Like the fact that, I can just do all of this and, I can pick this up and, different angles I can. So let's see, like if I put this, let's tilt it down like this a little bit. And then I'm going to try to like stoop down a little bit and just try to get like a cool view. That's a perfect thumbnail right there. But yeah, so I don't know. This is cool. Oh, you know what? I wonder, does it only snap to one part of my hand? I believe so. I don't think I can grab this yeah, no. Okay, so they clearly have like a grab anchor that tells it to grab this part or to make this, but look at that though. Like I can still move my pinky. So that's cool. So it's not like when you grab the pen, it's still tracking your fingers. It's not like a set stagnant pose that is generated for it to look like you're holding a pen. So it actually is trying to follow my hands as much as possible. So that's actually really impressive. So and we're getting there. Again, this is like I like seeing apps like this to where it can kind of like document the progress of being able to one day be actually able to like create artwork like this in VR. But yeah, so I think that's pretty cool. Here, let's go with black and we'll make a bigger brush. So yeah, so as you see how we have like those little spaces every now and then, if you were buying a, if you were buying a real tablet, and you saw it having spaces like that on your screen, you bought a really crappy tablet. But due to the fact that this is all just software right here, this is actually pretty impressive. And someone is calling me, which I'm not going to answer. Hold on real quick, guys. Okay. So yeah, so anyway, so I'm going to take my headset off, and I'm going to go grab my controllers, and then we'll try this again. So let's see how that goes. Okay, so now I'm using the controllers. You can probably tell because my hands are just kind of like flat. You know, I squeeze down on the buttons and stuff, then I can still grab, which still feels pretty good. I won't lie, that still feels pretty good. I can still point. I just don't have access to all of my fingers as I did, so it's just more limited on what I can do with them. But I still have physics on my fingers, which is pretty cool. So that's pretty cool. So it's a compromise, but you definitely get better tracking with the controller. So now we're gonna try. Oh gosh, okay, let's clear all of that. So the pen definitely, you know, it feels better because I feel like I'm actually, the tracking is just making it much better. Also too, I feel like I have so much more control over the tablet itself. So we're gonna try that test again, and we're gonna draw the art face logo, but we're gonna do this time. We'll start with me holding the tablet, and we'll see if it's better. We'll go up. Okay, yeah, this is clearly better than. Yeah, that's so much better. Look at that. That's pretty cool. And I'm holding it too, so I'm holding the tablet. So definitely better tracking. So we still have a long ways to go before the hand tracking is like this good, you know. And then just for the heck of it, here, let's put like some color in there. Oops, that kind of you know, whatever. We'll just do this. This way we can kind of. It still feels funny because there's like, you still have to keep your hands really steady because my there's nothing for my hands to actually grab onto, so it feels strange. But again, it's a lot easier than when we were just using the hand tracking. So now let's do this. Squiggly lines or something. Okay, cool. So that's with me holding it and using the controls. So now let's clear all of that, and let's do the art face logo without any hand movement from this hand. So let's see if it can be even more accurate. Okay. I think that's pretty good. Yeah, I think that's pretty good. So let's just. Oops, I actually got a little skip there. That was funny. Now, part of that little skip, though, that can actually come from me pushing the controller like too far past to where the little tip actually gets pushed through the canvas a little bit, just a tad bit. At least that's what it seems like could be happening sometimes. So. Yeah. Okay. Anyway, so now let's do a happy face because we're gonna do that. So let's see. Let's draw a little character. Still something you really have to get used to, but happy faces are not supposed to have noses. That's kind of scary. Okay. So yeah, so I think there's a lot of potential moving forward. Now here's the thing. This is kind of what I feel like needs to happen. So if we could ditch the controllers for like an actual like a physical Bluetooth pen, that would be representation of this. Oh, look at that! Even the pen, I can have physics on that. That's pretty cool. So if it had a Bluetooth pen that would actually connect to your headset, and then we could actually use that to draw, that would be amazing. Because one of the things that was really cool, so in Horizon Workrooms, you could take the Oculus controller and flip it upside down, and then you could use it as a pen, and you could actually have real feedback pushing, like to push down like on a flat table or something, which made the accuracy so much better. This is kind of hard because I have nothing to really like place this on, and so it's a little more tricky, but I still feel it's actually a pretty good circle, I'm not gonna lie. If you keep your hands really light while you're doing this, it actually you can do it. Now the thing that's unfortunate is there's no undo button except for that one, but you hold that one down and it undoes everything. So again, this isn't an art app that they were making this. This wasn't the idea for this to be like, hey, create artwork. Like, this is only a small little thing that you can do just to mess around in the overall presentation of what you're actually supposed to do with this. This is more just for you just to like play around with stuff, and they have different puzzles and stuff. So I don't want to come off as I'm trying to review this as an art app, because it's not. I just like to see where the technology is going. And I know this was one of the first apps that had the hand tracking update more recently. I forget what version it is, but hand tracking 2.0 I think, or something like that. Anyway, this is one of the first apps that actually had that, and so I just kind of wanted to see, because I remember seeing in the trailer, I was like, oh, I saw someone drawing, so we need to review that, because I'm thinking more long term. So this isn't just like just a trying to think how to say it. This little test that we did, for me, this kind of shows where VR is definitely going. So one day, someone's going to put all of their time and focus into creating a full-blown VR app that is really, truly meant for creating artwork and stuff. So, let me see. So blocks. When I told you guys that you do other things in here, this is kind of what I meant. So, like, we have these things right here, so I can select that and push that, and you have all this cool stuff. Now, these are actually really fun when you're using just your hands, but again, I'm not using my hands. I have the controls right now, but all types of stuff you can do. So anyway, that's pretty much the end of this video, guys. Post down in the comments below. Let me know what you think, if you like this kind of stuff. And I don't know, where do you guys think the future of VR is actually going? Are we going to be able to have drawing apps like this? I believe so. I truly believe so. So everything's here. All the building blocks are here, and we just need a studio that actually has the money to fund it, to actually think about the possibilities of VR artwork. So if anyone that's out there that happens to see this, if you have a lot of money to throw around at creating a VR app for us artists, that would be amazing. So yeah, so I always thought Google Tilt Brush was gonna like come through with like being that place, but Google, they abandon it. They tend to kind of just create a program, and then if it doesn't do very well, then they just kind of let it go. So anyway, which is kind of sad, but one day eventually. All right, guys, I'm gonna stop rambling, but I hope you guys enjoyed the video. Sorry it's been been quite a few days since I posted my last videos, but I have been extremely busy. But I want to give you guys a really cool, interesting, unique video, and just kind of see what you guys think of it. So that's so cool. All right, guys, I'm gonna end this video. Talk to you later. Bye.